Just confirm if the screen is visible.
Yes, Sohag, it's visible.
And also confirm like the letters are like legible. I mean, you can read them. They're big enough. Or I mean, zoom the text a bit.
For me, it's good. Like little bit, you
Uh,
if you can.
okay,
Yeah.
better
Yeah,
or
it's okay.
is
No,
this too
you
big?
can. This is too big.
Okay,
Okay, this is perfect.
fine. So, hello everyone. Good evening. First of all, I hope your weekend is going very well. So, good evening, Sakshi. So we'd start with introduction to programming. I know you guys are doing Python, so I know a lot of things that we are going to see in this session are already known to you. But still, if you have doubts, then please ask. So if you have joined our induction, the first induction we hosted, there was I said that programming is a set of instructions that we give to a machine. So okay, it's fine. It's a set of instructions, but what the set of instructions contains. So we'll see that. So programming is further divided into three parts. Uh, Meaning is that those instructions have can be subdivided into three parts. So the first is input, second is processing, output. So what is input basically? So input is whatever we take from the user. It can be a voice command. It can be a number, like in a calculator we type numbers. It can be say text, like we give when we want to send messages. We used to type on a keypad phones back in the day. Now we type on a touch screens. We type text. So input is whatever we take from the user. Don't need to write all this. Just write whatever you think you'd need in the future. Okay. So what is processing? So processing is now the user's part is over. He has provided the input. Now he would relax. The rest of the part is for the program to do. Okay. So processing is taking that input and doing whatever the user has given the instructions to do on that output, and the machine would do all those calculations. You say like in the calculator, it calculates in your phone, it sends the message to someone. So it's I'd say, what can you say, uh, needed perform to reach, which said to reach the output. Fine. So now the question is, then what is the output? The output is basically after whatever the processing is done, uh, the result is the output. So now I have a question. What do you think is the most important part among these three? So you guys need to like respond. It would be better that if you can open your mic and speak, because otherwise I have
Processing.
to processing. Fine. Any other uh, opinion?
Processing.
Repeat the question.
The
Processing.
okay. The question is like, what is the most important part among these three steps, like input, processing, or output?
Processing.
You
Input.
say
Processing.
okay.
I
Lot
think
of processing.
input.
Inputs. A lot of processing. Two inputs. Anyone else?
So all the three,
No, you have to like all the
choose
three are
one.
required for a program. It's fine, but there is one step with which the program can run. I mean, the program is fine with that one step only. You don't need those other two steps to call it a program. So you just have to think. Now I've given you a hint. Just think like
Output is
when
also
you
important, I
open a
think.
machine, what happens?
Output is also important. Processing and output, both.
Okay, okay, processing and output. But I just want one answer. Okay, fine. So
Processing.
okay, processing. Lot of people say processing. Fine. So I would say the answer is actually output, because you don't need a process or a input to display something. And even if you have this two input and processing and you don't have any output, the program is void. So take the example of a calculator. So if you enter numbers and it does all the processing, but the person who made the calculator forgot uh, to type the code for the output. So now the calculator shows no output. So it's basically meaningless to you would not buy a calculator like that. Like you go into the store, you test the calculator and you see there's no output, so you'd not buy. Now you can also say like that if the processing does not work, then we'd also not buy. It's right in the context of a calculator, but to say in the context of a machine. So if you open a machine and the machine says like, hello, how are you? So that is a program as well, but it has no input, no processing, nothing. You just turn on your machine and it says, hello, how are you? That is also a program. So the only step needed for it to be a program is the output. Okay, you obviously need input and processing, but these are not necessary. You can have a program with just an output. So this is the first program we are gonna write actually. That is an output program without any input or any processing. So it comes to this example a bit later. I'll just type a simple hello, but you guys will not do this. Okay, so okay, we'll this cout means console out. So whatever you want to type to the console, you write cout. And okay, first wait. I'm going too fast. So you have your compilers, I mean IDs ready. Uh, you have to answer in yes or no. Like how many are you ready? How many of you are ready with your compilers or the IDs? I mean, no one. Hello.
Yeah, we are ready.
Okay, fine. So I'd like you all to write this things like hash include IO stream using namespace standard semicolon int main two parentheses and two curly braces. I would explain what all these are, but for now I just want you to copy all this and write in your compiler. I can also share this code actually in the chat box. So it's there in the chat box. You can copy it. When you are done, like you can type yes. Now I've switched the window, so you can type yes when you are done copying this. We'll move ahead after that. Okay, only one yes, others. Come on, guys, 4, 5, faster. In the next 10 minutes, at least, sorry, next 30 seconds, I at least want 30 more people. Like copying isn't anything. You just do this control C and then you go there and control V. Fast. I want more yeses. Yeah, now the speed is going up, but then again it's slowed down. Yeah, we have so many people here that I can't go ahead until at least 50% is done. Okay, yes. Faster.
Hello, Sohag.
Yeah.
Actually, some of people just created a new file. They need to create .cpp file. So, if you can explain it before.
Okay, no. I just want them to paste this in the file of the last day that you created in the induction. Just want you to paste that in that file only. Like Kajal showed how to create a .cpp file, I guess. So do you need that step to how to create this .cpp file? Okay, you did not join the last class. Okay, so wait. So you have to. Yeah, you should have told that. Okay, did not join the last class. If you don't have this compiler ready, then we can do one thing. Okay, so I would give you a online compiler link. Just a second. guys need to go there. Those who don't have that don't have VS Code ready right now. So you would go there and select this language as C and then paste it. You paste you paste this code there just like that. Yeah, you can use GDB, no problem. If you don't have VS Code ready, or if you prefer some other compilers, you can use that too. Okay, which part do you want me to repeat? Okay, no, PyCharm won't work because this is C++, not Python. Okay, so I think I can only give 1 minute more. You need to set up this faster. Actually, we hosted a doubt solving session for this IDE today, but no one actually came. So I thought you all are okay with this.
Vaibhav, you can't use PyCharm. PyCharm is only for Python.
Yes. You have to go to this online GDB here, select the language as C++, and delete all the content there is and just paste this code there. That's it. Yes, any C++, any C++ compiler you want, no problem. Use code blocks, but I'm already on. You can use anything, as I said. If you don't have a compiler, then for you, online GDB would work. Choose. Okay. So are we ready right now? So those who are
People,
having issues, they only say yes that we are ready. Like Vaibhav and others, those who did not join the class last day or were having issues. Ready, fine, 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 fine. So we'd move ahead. We also have a bit of time constraint. So the first program we would write is just a simple printing program. So this double slashes is how you use a how you create a comment. Would go what a comment is, but you don't need to write this printing program. I'm just writing for your guidance. You don't have to write this printing program. So to print a thing, this is the statement we use: cout and double less than. This double less than is called the left shift operator, and then whatever string we want to print in the console, we open a quotes and write say hello. And okay, this endl is not necessary. You just write till hello. This is your first task. Oh, no, no, no. You don't have to write hello. You instead of hello, you would write your own name. Okay. You won't write hello. You would write your own name. So that's your first task. Okay, Priyam, we'd come to that. What does namespace std do? What does hash include iostream do? We'd all come to that. But since we are at a beginning level, explaining that would not be the priority now. Priority now would be to get a output in your terminal or your IDE. So if you're done writing your name, say yes in the chat, and then you'd run this, and in your terminal, it should print your name. Here instead of hello, you'd get your name and a exclamation mark. So if you're getting this output, then say yes. If you don't get it, then say no. Okay, nice. Done. Okay, we need more yeses, guys. Okay, after writing your name. So you'd write your name here, and then you'd see a play button here. In case you are using online GDB, you'd see a run button here. Okay, so you'd run it there, and the output would look like this. Just so you'd get a hello here. In case you're using online GDB, and if you're using VS Code, you will see a play button here. you'd run this and it will print a hello. It will not print a hello, sorry, I mean it will print your name there. Error at count. Count, what is count? It's not count, it's C out. It's C out, it's not count. It means console out. Okay, it's not count, there is no N. Okay, no, not your bad. It can happen. Repeat it again. Which part, Devdatta? Open your mics, guys. Reading every chat and asking is a bit tough. So open your mic and just say loud and clear. Repeat this, then I would repeat that. Repeat what, Devdatta, please? Are you typing this after writing name? Okay. Are you using VS Code or are you using online GTP? Fast. You have to type this VS Code. Nice. Fine. You have to respond fast. So after writing your name, you would see here is a play type of button which says run code. You would need to click on this and then your name would be printed here. Are you clear? Is it clear, Devdatta? Yes or no? Okay, fine. So the yeses stopped. Are you guys getting your name on the console or are you not? We have solved one issue of Vibhav's. He was thinking it is count. No, not a lot of no's. So whoever is saying no, you need to open your mics and say what is the issue, or you can even share your screen if you want. No issues. Got the result. Those who have got the results is fine. Uh, you can just stay seated for now. Nirakshi and Koena, you have to. Yeah, sure. You can share your screen. No issues. We are going a bit slow, but that's fine for the first class. You can share your screen, Nirakshi. No
Pawan,
issues.
please give Nirakshi the power.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
permission
Working
as
on
well.
it.
This would not be a problem if you guys had received your ITs from the college. You could have instantly shared the screen. I think since we have 84 people from the next day, we can shift on Meet as well. There you would not need any permissions. Also, it would be great if you guys can unmute yourself. I know speaking.
Nirakshi, you can share now.
So yes, this is very fine. But what you have not done is you have not saved your code. Okay. So actually, last day we did not explain the autosave feature. So how to enable that is that you go to File, click on here, File, and then you'd see autosave. This would not be checked. You need to click on this like this. You'd see this like this, and you'd need to click on this. Then every code would be autosaved. Yes, now it's autosaved. Now you can try running. Okay, code exited. Wait, you did not install the
Yeah,
compiler.
she's not set.
No, it's done.
Yeah,
It's
she
done.
installed,
Nirakshi has
Okay,
printed,
but
but
code
it's
runner is
not done
not
in the
set up.
terminal. No. It's not done in the terminal.
वो
Yep.
It's
file
in the
से
output.
okay,
Mhm.
so she did
Actually,
not.
you
Okay,
need
ये
to go
बाद
to
में
the
कर सकते हैं.
settings.
क्लास
हाँ,
कंटिन्यू करो, क्लास कंटिन्यू
Okay,
करो,
yeah.
ये
okay.
बाद में
After
कर
that,
सकते हैं.
Nirakshi, you need to come to Discord after the class. For now, you can
Yeah.
switch to that output part only. Uh, you have got your name there. So, okay, you can stop sharing your screen, I guess. You have got your name, see, last. Okay, fine. So we would move ahead. I did not see any more yeses after that. Any more yeses, guys? Type yes. It takes about half a second, or you can open your mics and say yes as well. Yes. Okay. Only one yes or two, but that's fine. Okay. Yes. It's a bit slow. I thought we'd get yeses a lot faster or a no's lot faster. I'm fine with no's, but we just need to be fast. C++ file. Okay, there's no plus plus file. There's a C++ compiler. So Vaibhav, I'd like you to come to our Discord after the class. Then we can explain that, what you need to do exactly. So, okay, I think we can move ahead. So last day Kajal showed you a program. Now we'd see the next two parts of the program, that is the processing and the input. So we'd go back. So last day Kajal showed you this program. So this does not have an input, but this does have a
Hello,
process.
Sohag.
Yeah.
I guess you forgot to share your screen.
Sir,
I can't hear you actually, Pavan.
Actually, you need to share your screen too.
Okay. Okay. Meet does not allow. I mean, Teams does not allow multiple shares. Damn.
No.
Okay. Fine. Why can't everything be like Discord? Anyways, you can see your screen now. See my screen. Sorry, my screen now.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine, fine. Okay. So now we are seeing the last day's code that Kajal showed you all. So this program has two parts. One is output and another is input. Sorry, one is output and the process part. It does not have an input. So this part is output and both of these parts are process. Okay. So I'm actually drawing this with my mouse, so it might be a bit messy. But as I said, this is output and this is process. So this is fine. So we have now seen two types. Uh, I would like to just cross this so that we have completed. We have seen the what process means and what output means. Okay, now let's see input. Okay, I would like to create this code. So for input, just like our output, we type C out. For input, we type C in. Okay, but for we can only take inputs in a container. So first we have to define a container. So for that we type int a C in. We take another container, that is B. We take C in inside B. Just print A and B. Okay, no. We print A with a space. So first, you don't start typing. Just first understand what is going on here. So we are trying to take an input. So we can only take input in a container. So for that, we need to define a container. So this A is a container. This is called a variable actually. And inside this variable, we can take A. We are using the cin command to take an input. We are defining another container, that is B. We are taking another input in B. And using the cout, just like we saw last time, double shift operator, A, another left shift operator, a space, another left shift operator, a B. So what this left shift operator does is uh, it concatenates all these variables. Okay, this space plus B plus A, and it concatenates the string version of this variables. So let's see with an first try to run this. Let's see. Wait a second. I think the part is too big. I have to just small this a bit so you can see how the output works. So it's asking for an first input. We'd give 1, we'd give 2, and we see the printed as 1 and 2. So this is how we take inputs from the user and how we print it to that user back. So any questions till now? I think this part won't be that much clear.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So, like, what is the right shift operator like basically does? Like, is
Okay,
it?
this is the left shift operator, not the right.
No. Just open the screen once.
Yeah, you're saying this though, right? Int. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, this is the right shift operator. I always confuse between left and right, so pardon me for that. Okay, so uh, you can see like we'd cover this in the operators part, but this is taking inside. Okay, so if you can visualize this, like wherever the arrow is pointing, we are taking from, I mean, we are storing it in that container and taking it from that where the arrow is not pointing. I don't know if I'm being absolutely clear or not, but I'd like to just let me rephrase this a bit. Let me just think how to rephrase this so you guys can understand. Okay, so how do I say this? So whichever the side the arrow is pointing, we take the data and inserted it in that side. Okay. So in case of cout, the cout is basically the console output. Okay. So we take the data from here and insert it in the cout. We take the space, inserted in the cout. We take this b, inserted in the cout. For the right shift, we take whatever is in the C in and insert it in A. Similarly, we do with same taking from C in, inserting it in B. So is it clear, or you would want me to refresh this again?
No, it's fine. We will do with the same with the packages also, no? With the packages, we will take it likewise.
What package exactly?
In any package means I want to call anything like there are in different programs there are different types of like keywords I used to do in BlueJ, so there were
You can
string
say I know
tokenizers
Java. I
like
know Java. Java was my first language. So what package? So are you referring to? Are you referring to the variables as packages, or
mm,
Java's package is
like
actually different?
no, I'm not being clear actually. Mm, like the string tokenizer, like I'm saying, as you said, we are taking data from one space. Therefore,
And
we are using
inserting it to the other side, wherever
yeah,
the arrow is pointing. Yes.
yeah.
I guess he's talking about scanner.
Okay. So
Like any
first
sort
of
of thing.
all, however C works, Java does not work like that. First, you have to understand the left shift and the right shift exist uh, there as well, but it does not work like this. So uh, you don't confuse, like you if you try to take input in Java like this, it won't work. Is was that your question? Like, can we take input like this in Java as well, or your question
Yeah.
was something else? No, we
Uh,
can't take input like this in Java, not at all. C and C++ a function oriented program. Okay, function oriented. Java also. No, C++ is also OOP, or what you say OOP, or object oriented programming. C++ is not function oriented, not at all. Okay, what I'm saying is, so now we'd run this code, and you guys will enter something else, not 1 and 2, and print the output there. And after you're done, you'd say yes in the chat. Yeah, C++ is object oriented. We have classes, objects, everything. Yeah, problem. Say, you can open your mic. I guess that would be better. Typing actually takes a lot of time. Done. Nice. Problem. Show the program on space. Okay. Uh, okay. So we are creating a container using int a, c in a, int b, then taking input in b, then outputting both with a space in the middle.
You can join us on Discord later on. For now, use online compilers, online ID, because you can't take input on output terminal. You need to use your terminal which you have not set up yet.
Okay. So if that's the problem, I don't really know, because I can't see your screen. If that's the problem, you need to use the online compiler. No other choice here. Okay, done. Okay. So any other questions you have regarding this? Now I'd go like into depth, like what each part does. We are just coding and copying and pasting. I don't want that. We'd go into depth what each part does. Like what is that int, what is a, what is cout and cin I've already described. Left shift operator and right shift operator I've already described, but a bit. I don't think we would cover left shift and right shift this class, because we can't cover so much in an hour. So any questions till now regarding programming, or regarding how to take an input, or what is an output, or what is in process? I skipped the processing part a bit, because all we'll be doing from this part ahead is processing. Questions, guys? I'll give you 30 seconds. Any questions, and then we'll move ahead. fine, no questions. So we'd move ahead, right? So these two parts include IO stream and using namespace. This you like think for now that this is default. You need this. Okay. No other choice of explaining this right now. We'd go to that part, but not right now. Okay. So we'd come into this main program and this int pen and this two curly braces, you'd also assume that this is default for any program you write for now. You'd need this. Okay. You have not seen this in Python, I'm sure, because Python does not need a mean like this to go. It automatically can find where's the mean because of its indentation, but C++ does not have any type of that indentation. You can also do this and the thing will work, but in Python, if you do this, it will be error. So anyways, okay. So now we'd go into the next part. So tokens. So what are tokens? Everything you see here is actually a token. No matter this blank line, this blank line, this blank spaces, this parentheses, main, int a, c in this right shift operator b, all are tokens. So I'd rather not use active. Any part of the code is called a token. Okay. So tokens come in a lot of types. I myself can't count how many types they come in right now, but we'd see, we'd count together. So first thing we can see from this part, this is a scope file. This part is a scope for now. Whatever is between these lines is a scope for now. We ignore the rest of the parts for now. Okay, so the first thing we can see is a space. So we'd write that, sorry, space. Okay. So, okay, sorry, why I'm doing this every time. So the next part we see are all white spaces. So we don't write that because we already wrote white space. Next part we see is an int. So what is an integer? So what is an int? Int stands for integer. Integer is a data type. And data types for data. You'd be seeing how stupid is that. Data type store data, of course, that's what the name suggests, right? Data type, so they obviously would store data. I know it's a bit stupid, but we'd go. Next part you'd see is an A. So this A is an identifier. An identifier is also called a variable. It's an unique name that can locate to a memory address where a value is stored. So in the computer, we are entering one. Somewhere this one gets stored, right? And this two is also getting stored. But how would you locate that one and two? We don't know. But this A knows. This A stores that place where this one is stored, and whenever you call this a, like in here, it goes to that uh, that place, takes the data and gives it back to the code. So this a is called an identifier and it has to be unique throughout the program. If you define a anymore, you'd get an error, or b as well. So it has to be unique, and it also has some rules. So let's see that what are the rules. So identifier. Sorry, I wrote data types stored data data types. What is that? I wrote actually data type, but this autocomplete went and wrote data type there. My bad. Okay. So now the rules. So first rule of an identifier is that the current identifier or a identifier has to be unique. Meaning is that must not have a repetition in the current code. Second rule is is to start letter. Uppercase or lowercase does not matter. Both cases are fine as long as it starts with a letter. But don't start it with something like 8, 9 or something like a special character. That would give an error.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, how do we know that we need to use A यहाँ पे B वहाँ पे like
That's
uh,
up to you. As I said, it's a name. It's just a name, but it has to be
okay.
unique. Okay. Oh, you wrote this in the chat, but
Yeah.
as I said, I can't see the chat because I'm on that screen.
All right, ठीक है.
Okay. So it's just a name, but naming has also some rules. So I'm typing those rules.
Okay,
So
मतलब
it
in the place of A I could have used B also ना, but no
yeah,
change.
in the place of B you could have used in the place of A you
C
could have
okay.
used B,
Okay.
C, anything, but then B would have got a repetition and then it would have
Okay.
given an error. With just C, okay.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
just see. Just see. Okay. Okay. B. Sorry, my bad. See, A B was previously declared here, so we declared B and it was already declared, so it does not work. Uh,
Okay.
and another error is A was not declared in the scope. Of course, it was not declared
हाँ.
because we just replaced A with B. So you can't have two definitions of the same variable. Fine.
मतलब it means I can use different two ना, like A की जगह
Yeah,
B या
yeah.
फिर
It
B की
has
जगह
to be
C.
different. You can use anything A1, A2, A3 like this, anything.
हाँ.
Okay, that
All
that
right.
that does not matter. But first, there are still rules. Okay, so a identifier can contain only the following. This is called underscore. So if you are trying to define a, try to name a variable without, I mean, other than anything, other than any of this four, you'd get an error. We'll just see an example. Like just say we are using the special character A exclamation. Okay. Okay. This just a second.
Hello, Suhag.
Yes.
Yes, Subham Kumar just raised a hand, so he might have some issue.
Okay, Shubham, you have to say or type something.
Sir,
Okay. First of all, not sir. Anything else?
हाँ, अच्छा भैया
Okay.
भैया within a program capital A and small a both are different or same
Yeah,
means
yeah, it's different. It's very different. As I said, it has to be unique. Unique means uh, they are not the same. So of course, A and this A are not the same in terms of a program. Nice question. That was a very good question. So capital and small are not the same. Fine.
okay.
Okay. So what I was trying to show is that you cannot do this A exclamation. And if I replace this with A exclamation as well, you'd get a lot of errors. Like see. Expected initializer before this token. So what is trying to say is this is not a valid token. We expected something else before this, but you just provided this. So motto is, moral is that this is not a valid token. So it won't work. This program does not run. So you can't have special characters inside it. Fine. Okay. So these were all the rules of the identifiers. Okay. Let's just change this to A. Let's see what is a fourth identifier. Okay. So the next thing we see here is scene. Okay, so what's a scene? So a scene, so a scene is a keyword. Okay, what are keywords? Why is our WhatsApp booming like this? 182 messages. Kajal Manish.
You will get to know. You will get to know.
Okay, so that specially defined names that you can't use as an identifier. So this scene is already defined in the system in the C++ language, and hence is called an keyword. Okay, so I have to add something. I already added specially defined. Okay. Oh, these are also reserved. Okay. By reserved, I mean you can't use, like, what this means is that you can't use. Okay, I missed a lot of stuff. That you can't use as identifier, which means that these are reserved. Keywords. Okay, it's not fitting here. No problem. Uh, have you guys written, like, till this part is it clear? Not written. Till this part is it clear? Like till keywords. The last part I might have jumbled some stuff off. Is it clear or not? Or I have to repeat what are keywords? Okay. So basically keywords are specially defined names by the system already that you can't use as identifiers. Trying to do that will give it an error. Will not show this because we're already running out of time. Okay. And what else we see? Okay. Oh, I forgot the most important identifier. That is the semicolon, also known as the truncator. Okay. So semicolon uh, defines the end of an instruction. So see, we are instructing a computer, but how does computer know that this instruction ends here so I can move to the next instruction? It's not like you're saying to a human, okay, you are doing this, now stop, now do this. Computer does not understand stop. So we have to say computer understands the semicolon. It's like a full stop to him. Wherever he finds this, he will stop the current instruction, processing the current instruction and move to the next instruction. It won't move to the next line. Some people say that it will move to the next line. No, you can have multiple number of lines in between them and not a problem. So it will see complete this instruction and then go to this, no matter how many lines are in between. So it does not move to the next line, it moves to the next instruction. Fine. So what else do we see? Okay, we see a double shift. I mean, sorry, why am I saying double shift? It's a right shift operator. So operators. Operators are symbols that perform calculations or operations, you can say, or other tokens. Okay, so it does not work on other tokens, only on data types, identifies. Oh, sorry. I mean on identifiers. On identifiers, it works on only identifiers. So do we see anything else? Okay, this is a literal. Okay, we'd go with this as well. I think literal. Okay, we'll see. I will see a literal as well. That space thing you see is in literal. Literal is the value assigned. I would give you a better example, don't worry. So suppose we are not taking this input as a, we'd just like to assign a to 5. Fine. So this is okay. Tell me, what do you think is this literal? Guys, what do you think is this literal?
It's assigning the value of 5 to A.
Yeah, but what do you think? I mean, what do you think is this token among this? what is the token that defines this?
It's
Uh,
operator or operator, I think.
yes, it's an operator. Nice. Yeah, somebody said operator in the chat as well. Assignment operator. Nice. So very nice. So it's an operator. And the value we are assigning is called the literal. So in this case, 5 is in literal. Okay. So you'd give a question here. I'll just write a code. 6. Okay. So only till this. So the question is that you have to list all the separate tokens and what are they? So every token here, you don't have to repeat. Like if you find int first time, you don't have to write the other end. So take it as a homework or an assignment that you have to find all the unique tokens here and what category they fall into. When you're done writing this, let me know in the chat or open your mic. Only one done. We need more guys. We have like a lot of people here. Like still there are 75 people, which is a lot. And if only one is saying done, it's not fine. I'll show the code. Can I just like, okay, okay, done, fine. So I guess you have done copying this. Now we'd move ahead with the last, most probably the last.
Sohag, do one thing, split the screen and adjust it to the one corner. Only
Then
the
this,
chat.
thing will be too small. That's the problem. This is already small.
You can close that file, close that Explorer part,
Okay.
and just adjust that Teams to the
Okay.
chats only.
Can I?
It will
Okay.
help.
Fine. Okay. Can you guys still see this?
Yeah, it's clearly visible.
Fine. Nice. Okay. With this, I can see the chat as well. Nice idea, Kajal. Thanks. So the last topic probably. We have 7 minutes, but we'd need like, say what, 15 minutes for this. So you guys would be able to leave within 7, 10. No issues. I think we can. We already started at 6:05, so it's 1 hour 5 minutes instead of 1 hour. Not an issue, I guess. So data types, last topic. Oh, why am I messing this up so much? Data types. So this is 1, 2, 3. No. Wait. Keywords. Where have I written tokens? Okay, mess this up. Well, this needs to be A, B, and C. So it is clear. My bad. Sorry. So, so what do you guys think is the main motto of a program? Like, what do we do with a program? What are the things that we need to represent in a program? Any ideas? Anything? Whatever comes to mind. Notes file from point one at the end. I'll take a picture. Okay, you don't have to take a picture. I'll just send this in the Discord. You can get it there. Or I can upload this, I guess. Can I?
Actually, we will be sharing a link of Google Classroom. You can join the classroom for your assignments and these notes as well.
Yeah. That is better. But we'll also share this in the Discord in the coordinate channel. Won't be a problem. But what I was asking is that what do you guys think a program needs to represent? Any ideas? Anything? just be a bit like active. This is not like a class. Okay, you don't. There was nothing in the
Yes,
last class. Last class was just a setup of the screen, nothing else. And those who have missed the last class, positively join is to get an output. Yes, that's the motto of a program. But in a program, what do we need to represent? Like, what are the things that we need to feed the program to get the output? Programs represent. I don't think my question is clear. Okay, let me think how to re-ask this question. Okay. Okay, so okay, I can't really think of a way to rephrase this question. So I would say a program needs data to process, to input, to output. Anything you do, you need a data. Without a data, you can't do anything. So a program represents data, or a program needs a data. Inputs in specific data types. Very close, but not exactly. You need a data for all the three separate parts of a program. So, and for representing, because in this world we have several types of data. So anything you see, like a number is a data, a string is a data, a simple a is a data, a fraction is a data. So everything is a data. And in the program, we need to represent all of this. And we cannot represent all of this with a single data type. I mean, a single type. So we have different data types. And we have named them as data types only. So people can understand easily. I mean, I have not named it, obviously. Those who created the programming language named it data types. Okay, so what are the data types we have? First, tell me what is the most common data type data we encounter in everyday life. Fast, guys, we are running out of time. You have to be proactive. You can say anything you want. No one is judging. Fast, fast. Just one speed. That's all.
integer float.
Okay, integer. Nice, nice. Integer. Fine. String. Yes, string is also, I can say, is more might be more common. Okay, this is a bit controversial, but anyways, integer string are both correct. So first data type we see is integer, which is represented as int. Yes, float is also right, which is represented as int in in C++ and in many other languages you'd find. Like also in Python we use int to represent integers. So next data type we find, okay, I'll go with float. No love for string. Sorry. Float. So float is okay. Wait. Okay. By this decimal, I mean the binary and decimal system and not the point. I think we'd not say decimal. That might create a confusion because we'd say natural numbers. Long is also a type of int. Character is absolutely right. Double is absolutely right. Double is a type of float. We'd come to that. Character. Nice. Character is okay. You guys are a bit late. Some said Boolean. It's also right. Boolean is also a data type. Float. Okay. Float. Okay. Float are real numbers which are represented by the keyword float and the keyword double. Okay. Next, I'd go with char. There's a reason I'm not saying string at first. You'd come to know about that. Why I'm not saying or not keeping string above all this character. Okay. L letters and symbols. Yes, characters can contain symbols as well, other than A to Z. Like there are many symbols like the slash, arrow keys, plus equals to minus. Anything you see on a keyboard is actually a character. Next we have, okay, can we go to string? No, we still have boolean. Okay, assignment. About assignments, yeah, you will get them. Don't worry, they won't be huge or anything. Okay, Sanjukta, I actually said like float are real numbers which are represented by float and double by the keywords. I think I should write the word keyword. So a double is actually a float. It's a, I can say it's an elder brother of float, just like long is an elder brother of int. Why am I saying elder brother? Those who don't know about Java or anything, they would come to know, I think, in the next class, not in this class. I think it took a bit of time because some people did not have the IDs, but it's very fine because this is the first class. From next class we can go a bit faster. Float and double. Yes, you're right. Double has greater limits than float. But we I can't directly say like that because there are a lot of people who don't have any idea about double or float. So, and limits, what are limits? So we'd cover that in the next class. But you are completely right, Rima. Okay, Boolean. Okay, it can't actually. True and false is how it represents yes or no, and or 0 1. So by, okay, I should write this as 1 and 0. So by true it means yes, by false it means no, by 1 is the same as true and 0 is the same as false. Okay, we have like the last data type, that why I was avoiding for so long. And the last data type is string. A string is a collection of characters. So that are the 5 data types we have for now. You'd see there are other data types. You can create your own data types. String is actually not an inbuilt data type. It's a created data type. The characters was the actual data type. From that they extended a set of characters, and that is what a string is. So you'd find out how we can create a string data type ourselves. Though C++ has strings, but in C you would have to create your own data type by using a collection of characters. Long is only used with integer and double. Long, yes, there are long doubles, but basically long and short are actually type specifiers. We'd covered that, but long generally we use as long int, or long is like, long is actually the elder brother of these two data types, integer or float, and float double is the elder brother of float. So we'll cover that in the next class because we already ran out of time. So what I would like to ask is, in Python you use 0 as true if I'm not wrong. In Python you use 0 as true, but we use true and false as well. So basically they store this true and false. If you now typecast them with int, then you would get 0 and sorry, 1 and 0. But basically in Python, the Boolean stores only true and false, and this t has to be capital. But in C, this t remains small. So that's the difference. So be mindful of that. Don't get confused and don't write in Python that uh, t is small, then you'd get an error. Okay, any questions till now? We have come to end of our class. So we'd only take questions for the next 5 minutes, and then you can all go and do whatever you are doing and prepare for your classes from the next day. So any questions? Hmm. That smile emoji like is giving me some other meaning. Do you really enjoy it, or like do you did not, or it's a sarcasm?
Okay, guys, you just drop a chat. I'm just adding you on the Google Classroom.
Okay,
So
that's
those
fine.
who are
That's really
already
nice to hear.
registered on the form, so you will receive a link to join
Okay,
on your
you'll get
email.
the notes vibe up. If you don't get it, I'll personally send you. I'll find you however I can, but I'll sure you'll get the notes. Don't worry.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
notes stay. Uh,
Yeah, we will be updating the assignments too there at Google Classroom.
okay.
So, uh, no worry.
Okay,
And you
but
will have
Okay, Pawan, finish.
Yeah, yeah. I was saying that you will have just like 1 week for solving all these questions, and it won't be like too much hard. Just little bit as you have learned right now.
Yeah. The assignments will be really small. At the beginning, you'd only get like 1 or 2 programs. Uh, and yeah, there was no assignment in the induction. This is our first actual class where we actually taught something. So what I was actually saying is that do you have any questions till now? Anything? If it can be in the scope of this class or it can be outside. It can be something that I don't know. Then I'll say I don't know.
Are
But
these
you
classes
can
only
ask.
going to be held on weekends?
Yeah, exactly. Because
6 to 7.
on weekdays we have classes, you have classes,
Yeah,
so
got
can't. Okay, any other questions? I'll just stay here till 7:10. Those who don't have any questions, you can leave. Those who have questions, they can stay and ask.
अरे नहीं रुक जाओ. Wait.
Okay,
Yeah,
oh,
just join the
okay.
classroom.
Just join the classroom and then if you don't have any questions, you can leave.
एक काम करो, कॉलेज का फीस भैया को दे दो.
That's actually really
भैया
means
उसे
a
हम लोग को
lot to
ट्रीट
me
देंगे भैया उसे हम
because
लोग
like
को
I'm a
treat
really big introvert and taking this class is actually was a very big challenge for me. And I've never actually spoken in front of such a big audience. So if you really like the class, that really means a lot to me. Thanks.
we liked
Clap
it
for him.
from.
Thanks, Manish.
You
Okay,
can
so
I
also
also clapped.
yeah, you can also clap virtually like we have
Yeah, we have
reactions.
emojis.
Yeah.
No, emoji. Better than emojis, we can use the mic and clap in real self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, thanks a lot. Yeah, one achievement unlocked. Finally, I think yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
guys, just join the classroom. I have already
Yeah,
set the link.
yeah, you
So,
have to join the classroom so you get all the assignments and notes there.
and also we will share it on Discord.
And and also don't.
Parliament Club. Nice.
I don't know why my codes are not running. Okay, simple solution, Pratush. Join the Discord.
Discord. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can come on Discord right now also. I will be there for a few minutes, I guess. So if you have any issues, just come there. And from 9, Kajal will be there.
And
Manish
also
भैया
please don't
level
forget
99
to.
कौन है भाई अर्जित
And
level
also
Okay,
please.
Discord link, guys.
yeah
Discord
Discord link
link.
just a second guys just a second.
So you had no questions, wow. I'm surprised.
Okay.
Or did you?
Okay, before leaving, please make sure you fill the feedback form. So this is what which help us to motivate and like to see
Yeah.
like where we are
Feedback is
living.
like the most important part.
Yeah.
Without
So
feedback, there's nothing.
I've shared the link. You can also find it in important links at Discord. So I'm sharing it again.
डिस्कॉर्ड
Okay.
पर इम्पोर्टेंट लिंक्स वाले सेक्शन में भी हम लोग ने डाल दिया है क्लासरूम लिंक
Yeah.
Okay, 1 minute left. If you have anything to say, you can still say. After that, I'll be switching to Discord so I can help some people.
I
Or
have a question. Wait a minute. Is approved there?
oh, our sir,
Or he left?
our actual teacher. Where is Apur?
Or he left?